Hi guys, how's it going? Today is just gonna be another video and we're gonna do sort of an updated PvP guide just because the meta has kind of shifted a little bit. And let me just first tell you though that this current Panda event, if you are thinking of getting a mount or artifact and you still have this 30% off coupon or ticket, I would definitely suggest to try and spend it in this event because these two items, this mount and artifact, is pretty much like the best in slot for archers right now. So this is amazing because this basically completely negates disarm. So when you fight up against other archers or mages, their disarm is basically useless. So if you fight against someone who doesn't have this Panda mount equipped, you can basically automatically win the fight. So that's really amazing. And then for the Beast Royal Bow, you just get a straight flat 20% crit rate. So it's basically Pyre Breaker built into this artifact. And then the extra part is also really nice because once you reach max stacks, your crits can have a chance of dealing AoE skill damage. And this shreds the mobs, as you can see here, and it is absolutely amazing in Ruined Ancient City. I was struggling before in level 29, level 30, but when I played this with the new bow and then also two other teammates having this bow, we instantly cleared it and it just made life so much easier. It just absolutely destroys all the mobs. So just an FYI, if you are thinking of getting an artifact or a paid mount, definitely go for these ones before the event ends. But apart from that, let me just tell you what I'm working with for my PvP setup. I haven't been too active recently, but my family member Roy Liv, he basically told me that the meta has slightly shifted and this is basically what works. And yeah, it definitely all the information checks out, since we don't really need to use this arm anymore because so many people have this Panda mount. We actually just completely replace it, and now we're kind of shifting towards this cactus meta. So we're using both the easy breezy and take it slow, and then for our relics we're actually using the cage statue, which boosts the effects of those two skills by an extra 30%. So for our other skills, you can see here it's pretty stock standard. We still need Blitz Assault, that's mandatory. Smoke Bomb still just enhances our damage by quite a lot. And then for the last skill, 100 Slashes just boosts our resistances just a little bit, as well as improving our overall attack so we can do a bit more damage. So this is a nice 5 skill setup with powers pretty straightforward as well. Nothing to really particularly note here. You could also try to use Snow Sprite here if you wanted to, but I found that this 5 power setup has been working quite well. And then for the relics, it's slightly different. We are using the Stone Red Tomb for the extra kind of defenses, and since we're not using Clone Strike anymore, we are using the Blitz Assault necklace, the Spirit necklace. And that's going to be it for relics. Prayer Statue 5 combo as well, just like normal. Talents is where it gets a bit interesting. Basically, you can try to go for this extra crit damage, and then the bubbles that you want to focus on are crit damage, combo damage here, and then also attack speed here. I can level that up just one more time. Obviously, you also want to get HP, attack, and defense everywhere. Apart from that, here we have some more crit damage, so we go for that. In sorcery, we don't actually go for energy regen because a lot of our fights, or most of our PvP fights, they don't last long enough into the second skill rotation. So we really want to just try and capitalize on doing as much burst damage as we can before we die. So also we get some resistances here with the crit res bubble. That's really important, especially when you're fighting against other archers and warriors, that you're just able to tank a little bit more of that damage. And then for the tame beast section, we don't really take anything, but I mean, if you wanted to make specific pages in PvP to fight against archers or warriors or mages, then you can try and max out some of these counter damage, resistance boost, combo, or power or skill damage. You can try and kind of cater towards that. We do have 10 sets now, so it's definitely possible, but I just haven't really had the time since I've been so busy with work, so it's just gonna be a pass for me. I just created a pretty generalized setup for the talents. For artifact enchantments, basically still running the same thing. You ideally want 4-piece crit damage, 2-piece combo. I still stuck on the crit damage on the orange. I haven't been able to get any red or pink crit damage that has global combo damage as a substat. So it's been extremely painful for me, but you know, it is what it is. Still waiting for that. The other important things, definitely just try and go for combo damage at the top. Here you do have some options. You can try to just get combo damage resistance if you're up against fighting against most of the archers. You can try and get counter damage resistance if you're fighting against a lot of warriors. So this one you can definitely kind of swap out a lot depending on who you're fighting up against. So there's something to note as well. And then we also have, what's next? We have, yes, artifact enchantments. No, not. We have awakening scrolls. Basically, I leveled pretty much everything quite evenly because every stat is actually kind of important to us for archers, especially in PvP. We definitely do need our defensive stats as well as our offensive with attack crit damage and combo damage. So I definitely just try and level it basically quite evenly, and you should be good to go. And then the final interesting thing, the mounts, artifacts, back accessories, whatever. Panda is now a must have. If you do have it, it's absolutely amazing, as well as this bow, because with this bow you can now easily hit 100% crit rate without waiting for Pyre Breaker to charge up. So that's actually really amazing. That way you also don't need to use Worldly Snare because you already have 100% crit rate. And now this is very surprising. This back accessory, this tiger back accessory is actually really amazing. So basically the more HP that you lose, the more chance that you have of dealing AoE damage. But the part that you really want to note is it deals the target's max HP. So that's very nice to have because in arena fights, your HP gets depleted very quickly. So you'll be able to do a lot of big chunks of damage against your enemy. So it's really nice to have. And then finally for Avian, I would say probably you can try to go for something like an Anubis with hopefully no speeding, and then also rage bonus, and then try to get barrel dodge. That's the crit res passive, and then I guess just like a combo damage or a global combo or something like that. But yeah, this is probably the best that we can use right now, since Sunshine Bringer is actually not very useful anymore because of this Panda mount that completely negated Sunshine Bringer's usage as an Avian. So we don't really want it. We don't want debuff immunity. So no speeding is really nice because it can basically reduce the opponent's like Blitz, Assault, Smoke Bomb, all that skill duration by 8%, and that'll only increase when you level up your Avian even more. So for me, I'm just trying to breed an Anubis that has barrel dodge along with all the other nice 4 passives, and you also want to try and get the Avian with a nice and high growth stat. So for me this is only 1.1, you want to try and reach 1.5. So hopefully that will not take me too long. I am breeding a lot. I do have an empty space here, I can breed some more after. I do have 75 cakes, so hopefully I can get the optimal one before I run out of cakes. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the entire build. Let me just show you how it goes. We can fight and practice against where I live. And just see how it goes. Okay, he's using a PvE set there, so that doesn't really count. Let's fight against one of the warriors. And as you can see, they melt pretty fast. We'll try against the other one. Yeah, we beat him as well. And you know, they're actually pretty close to me in power as well. So we have quite close stats actually. They also have 100% crit, 100% counter rate. They have 32k counter, 5.4 crit. They have more crit res than me. So you know, they're doing really well actually. And warriors are normally a natural counter to archers. So yeah, that's definitely very interesting to note, because with this new build, it really works well. You free up that one slot where normally you would have disarm, and instead you use another cactus. So you're really reducing a lot of the damage that the warrior is doing to you. And we can finally try against Bruno. Bruno is very strong, so he has higher stats than me, but the main thing that he has me beat is his Avian. He will have a no speeding Avian leveled up, and because of that he can basically start attacking me earlier, and because of that he wins the fight. So I have not leveled up a no speeding Avian only because I only got this guy yesterday. So I want to try and keep breeding and see if I can get a better version of this before I waste all my resources on him leveling it up again. So my goal is to just wait it out a week. I just accept that I'll be a little bit under in power just for this week, but then next week hopefully I will be able to compete with everyone again. And I think that's gonna be it. I think that I've covered most things here. So this is gonna be my updated PvP guide, thanks to the help of my family, all the information that they have been collecting while I've been very busy at work. And yeah, definitely do try and get this mount and artifact if you are thinking about it. If you're on the fence, it is worth it. Unfortunately, it is a lot of it is up to luck, so it could cost a lot of money to try and obtain it. But yeah, if you do try and go for it, I wish you the best of luck. Otherwise, no worries. Maybe I will do a PvE guide, an updated PvE guide very soon. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.